All right, hey everybody, it is TorontoUnicorn. I am outside of Oasis Aqualounge. It is DTF night, my first DTF night, down to fuck night, in 2 months because I needed a bit of a break from it. And now I have scheduled myself an orgy to run, which is why I'm in my orgy director tank top. I've got my orgy director fanny pack and it's Curly Vixen. She's the star tonight. She has given me her kind of requirements for what she's looking for, and so you will be able to find that on a podcast episode because I'm allowed to speak vulgarly and I'm allowed to overshare to my little heart's content on a podcast. I can't do that on YouTube. So podcasts are free, so you can come check those out. But basically I'm going into the club right now. I'm gonna come out with Curly Vixen later after I've run her a gangbang orgy, whatever transpires. So we'll have less to say. Come with me. Hey everybody, it is TorontoUnicorn outside of Oasis Aqualounge with Curly Vixen. She was the gangbang queen tonight, right?
Yes.
So she got this beautiful little outfit on and I got to introduce her to all of the gentlemen. And what I liked is that I started the tone right. I said, we're looking for enthusiastic oral pleasers. Now, some of those guys looked like they had no idea what that meant. And we didn't pick those guys, right?
Right.
Because when we're running a scene like this, you can pick what you want. You can get your actual fantasy. So, did you get oral pleasure?
Oh, I definitely did.
From multiple men?
I did.
You didn't even have to suck a lot of dick tonight, to be honest.
No,
I've
I
seen
really
many
didn't.
women work way harder. Sorry.
I didn't. That wasn't my angle tonight.
It wasn't. You were allowed to
I wanted
receive.
to be pleasured.
Yes, and receive. And she had a blindfold on. So it was sensual, right?
Yep.
And we were very clear with the gentleman who came in. We had women come in as well and other people. So we were clear. We want hands on your body. And I saw if there was literally a boob left untouched for like more than a few minutes, I'd address it, right? I was sitting there walking amongst this group, picking the gentleman and whatnot. Okay, why don't you tell in your own words, what was this night like and the highlights of what happened just now?
So it was nice just to be unaware. I sort of related voices a little bit to people that I had met earlier in the eve, but then there was quite a few newbies that I hadn't met, and I just sort of asked for a name. I just find it, I don't know, more of a connection, I guess, when there's a name. There was definitely some sensual kissing while I was being fucked, and I was being touched in all different ways, on all different parts of my body, and they even a couple people used like a feather tool that I brought. Certain things were working and certain things weren't, so we helped those with toys. So I brought toys as well, and it was great because I was, still able to squirt quite a bit, which is sometimes a challenge for me at Oasis, just because I guess the water sort of dehydrates me a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's really important to drink a lot day leading up to the club and being at the club. But the guys were great, and everyone tried their best, and I definitely got some pleasure out of the whole thing.
And what I really liked is that every participant was treated respectfully and, as a very humanizing experience. So we were amongst other gangbangs going on upstairs, and everybody does things a little differently. But we did overhear somebody else's gangbang, and it was a little different than mine. I heard her say in a room of men, "We're looking for big dick." And I remember just like hearing crickets. You weren't up there, but thinking some of these people aren't here to be dehumanized down to that.
Yeah.
And I think it's important that even in amongst hungry, horny men, we understand that there are still sensitive people underneath and here to have a good night too. And you gave those men such an inviting experience because you were inviting to them. You wanted to know their name, and that added something. I saw it add something.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt good overseeing. I felt good being able to look in a crowd and be friendly about how we were only looking for certain things. And if guys did not want to be oral pleasers, they weren't chosen, especially at the beginning when that mattered. So I had a fantastic time running this scene. I got to wear my orgy director. I wore it as like a little mini dress. which was really fun. So it was great. I had R being an assistant. She was a little bit, getting fingered a few times, but her eyes were still available to see the condom use. That was her job. Amelia was supposed to be a backup assistant, and she was off looking for her own dick. So it is just one of those things where, you deal with what you have. But I've got to say, we did see some friends tonight. I did meet some fans tonight who came up and said a very nice hello. So especially a girl who just started working here who said that.
I saw that before.
Yeah, she's like, oh my God, I watched your videos that I got before the interview. And then she's working here and she's happy. And I was like, okay, good. I've never heard that help before. But that's really cool. So any words to women out there or anybody who would be interested in fulfilling a fantasy of multiple men touching you, fucking you at the same time? Is there any advice that you would give out so that they would have a successful experience?
I think, my initial worry was just like seeing and being worried about like who I was seeing. So I think a really good strategy is to blindfold, or for me with my glasses off, it's double blindfold because I don't see anything. But I just think that it was really cool because I could just sort of feel, and I remember when one guy cummed on my breast, I just kind of was like, oh, it's warm. Like, so I feel like my other sensations were heightened.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big person for getting cummed on, so that was a good feeling.
Okay.
Maybe not seeing it, I enjoy more.
Well, I remember a few guys when they came, you'd be like, another one bites the dust.
yeah, literally. I was like, oh, there goes another one. Because a lot of them, they go in and they're done really quick because it's magic.
It's exciting,
it's
right?
Magic.
It is.
And when it's super wet, they can't hold themselves back.
And it's so inviting. And then that last gentleman who was such a pussy worshiper, he was getting his mouth ready for the fucking fountain of squirt. He was the guy you were looking for all day.
Right?
I'm telling you.
Late.
When you say, are you an oral worshiper? If you are a gentleman who gets down there and wants to have, you announce that shit. You fucking wear it proud like a badge of honor because some of us are looking for it. So thank you very much for trusting me with this. We'll probably do a full debrief where we can talk really dirty about all the places the condoms and the dicks went. So I definitely got a condom in between my toes. Luckily it wasn't used. But anyways. Thanks, guys. I have been to many DTF nights, and you can catch all of those vlogs in the playlist on your screen.